Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Retired Guy's Garage. So today, got kind of a quick little project on the Troy Bilt rider that I picked up a couple of, well, I guess about a month or so ago now. Heck, I guess it's been that long, hasn't it? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. So, I did end up selling the car trailer. Got a really good offer on it and decided to sell that. So I don't have a trailer right now, but I always thought instead of dragging the trailers, whichever one I end up with, around the yard with the truck, that I thought it'd be cool to be able to drag it around with this, or whatever one replaces this. Who knows? May sell this as well. Never know. Like you always say, everything's for sale for the right price. But so the only problem is the ball mount's so low, the trailer would be all jacked up, jacked down, I guess you would say. Anyway, not important. Angle would be really bad. So, what I found on the good old Amazon website is a lawnmower high hitch. Cool, right? So that's what we're going to work on today. I'm going to put this on today. Definitely going to require some drilling, I'm assuming. What this does is, I'm not sure if you can see it real well, however, this would bolt in where that bottom part is, into that bolt hole right there, and it would just bring the hitch point out for the smaller trailer, the little utility yard trailer that I've got, and most people have, Craftsman, John Deere, they've all got those little yard carts. So that just move the hitch point out for your yard cart trailers, yard trailers back here, and then this top part, which will raise this up, I'm guessing somewhere around the body height area, has provisions to put a ball hitch on it. So says it'll accept, I believe, a 3/4 inch ball, so or a 3/4 inch shank. I apologize. I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to confuse you. Hell, I'm confused. Doesn't take much these days. But so that'll bring the trailer height up to right about there, I would say. So that'll probably work out good. That'd be just about the same height as a bumper on a truck. So, and then we can use this to drag the trailer around the yard if need be. A little utility trailer or car trailer, whatever I end up with next, without having to drive the big old dually around the yard and tear up the lawn. So, because this has got them nice turf tires on it, which doesn't tear up the grass. So, without any further ado, this does not look like it's going to be too difficult of a job, but more than likely, I'm going to guess there's 2 holes right here, and those 2 brackets will go into that area, but knowing my luck, they're not going to line up with the holes that are already there, so we're going to have to drill some other holes. Obvious. I would say probably 90% sure about that, because that's just the way my luck goes. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get this thing unpackaged, see what it looks like, and get started. Stay with me. Got it unboxed. So, hitch portion. This is where the utility cart will continue to hitch up, just back a little bit further. And got 4 of these fancy brackets. Not sure how they're all going to go together, but we'll find out shortly, I would imagine. Looks like, luckily, you can adjust. They've drilled a bunch of holes in here, so you can adjust where you put those brackets. So hopefully, one of these sets of holes will line up with the holes that are already there once I get this thing put on. That'd be great, because then I wouldn't have to drill any holes at all. And just bolt. The others would literally just be a bolt-on replacement or a bolt-on addition. So let's get this thing set up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Stay with me. So essentially, we've got a couple of shorter brackets, shorter upper attachment brackets, braces, and a couple of longer ones. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, which one I'm going to need yet, but there actually is a couple more holes up top up a little higher than the ones you may or may not be able to see down here. But I've got the bottom obviously loosely bolted in. So let's kind of get an idea of which ones we're going to need here real quick. And we'll try the shorter ones first, I think. And let's see what this looks like. And as you can see, you may or may not be able to see here. Come on in, don't be shy. Have a look. They're slotted also, so obviously some adjustment on there as well. So let's see which one we're going to need. Okay, so if we try to get it in the bottom hole, the angle is going to be all off. It's going to be down way too low. So let's see what the upper holes look like and see if that helps out with the angle any. And actually, that looks pretty darn good right there. So we will be able to use those upper holes that are already there, which would be nice. And yeah, that looks like it's going to work out perfectly. Except for me trying to fish my hand up in there to try and get those nuts on. That should be probably no fun whatsoever, actually. And I'm sure they're not 5/16, so of course they're not. You didn't think they would be, would you? Oh, well. All right, sounds good. Okay, well, we're going to have to get these holes drilled out. And I've got to figure out a way. Maybe I can use my magnet and fish the nuts up through the backside and get those put on. Let's see what happens. But so far so good. Seems like a pretty straightforward installation so far. So pretty neat little toy. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you could make one of these, but got this off Amazon. I mean, do I really need to even say I got it off Amazon anymore? I think in almost every video I've made so far, and this will be 19, I think. I think I've gotten almost all the parts off Amazon. So, but as always, I'll drop a link down below to this part. It's pretty cool little. It's actually a pretty cool little kit. And I actually just finished cutting the grass. So I'm actually full of grass clippings myself. And I think the kit was, I want to say it was, well, I got it on Prime Day, so there was a slight discount on it. But I think normally it was like $31, if I remember correctly. And I got it on Amazon Prime Day, and it was only 28 bucks. So obviously plus tax, but pretty cool. So all right, let's get those holes drilled out to 5/16, and see if I can figure out a way to fish my fingers up in there and drop those nuts in there. Maybe I can use my magnet. Any amount of luck. But then I still got to try to figure out a way to put a wrench on it. So, all right, let me get all the logistics figured out, and I'll bring you right back. Stick with me. So I've got it loosely installed. I was able to reach my hand up in there and put the nuts and the washers on the back side. Even came out with all my digits intact, which is always impressive. So I was happy for that. But so it's loosely installed. I'm going to tighten up this big bottom bolt here first to get this piece situated and in place. And then I'll go ahead and tighten up those top ones last, because I want this to sit where it's going to sit because once that bottom bolt gets tightened up, the top bolts just fall into place, and I'll just be able to tighten them up, because this will automatically level this. That bottom bolt will automatically level this upper piece. So, all right, anyway, so that's where we're at. Stick with me. Like I said, this was just a quick little video on kind of a fun little project. Nothing too involved on this one. But certainly a useful piece, a useful addition to the tractor. I call them tractors, but riding lawnmower. The other thing I've been thinking about getting for this is I've been thinking about getting a front bumper for it. They're not cheap, so kind of been putting that one on the back burner, for a little bit, because those front bumpers for these are about $100. So not sure I want to invest that kind of money into this right now, because it's not something I have to have. It's just something that looks cool and I'd like to have. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this bottom bolt tightened up. Got to fire up the compressor for that, and get the air hose stretched out here, and I'll get that bottom bolt tightened up, and then tighten up the top ones, and I'll bring you back for the final finished product. Stick with me. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. All right, well, that finishes it up. So just went ahead and tighten these bolts up. Got one right there that tightens the two brackets to the hitch itself. Got that big mamma jamma down there that holds the lower assembly to the tractor. And got these two small guys up here, and luckily those holes were already there. I just had to waller them out a little bit. So you got one on each side, and 5/16 drill bit took care of that in no time. So that's it. And I will say one thing that I hadn't actually thought about, but this is just kind of real. This metal is not real thick, and it's kind of like stamped steel, so not very stout would be a good word, a good way to put it. Before I had the top brackets connected up, this thing was just doing this number, with grabbing a hold of the new hitch part of it, and it was kind of doing the wobble. But now we've got these two extra brackets up here to kind of hold the whole thing together, and have multiple attaching points. You could probably stand on that thing now, and it's not going to go anywhere. So that is going to wrap it up for this one. They said that this will take a 3/4 inch shank, but I'm probably going to go with no on that, because that does not look like a 3/4 inch hole. So I'm going to have to waller that one out a little bit too to get a hitch ball on there. Nothing that plasma cutter won't fix, I don't think. I think the plasma cutter will make short work of that. So hang on just a second, and we'll finish this one up. All right, like I said, that's going to wrap this one up. This was just kind of a quick, kind of a fun project. Just happened to run across that thing on Amazon, and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna order one and see what it does. Real impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Brackets are all well built. Everything bolted right up. Can't say it's a universal fit. So, the instructions claim it'll fit Poland, Craftsman, Troy Bilt, Husqvarna. Claims it'll fit a bunch of different mowers. It's a universal mount. But unfortunately, I don't think everybody's going to get as lucky as I did and have the two holes already there and just have to waller them out a little bit. So, but other than that, this was a quick installation. Maybe 20 minutes, half hour of my time today to get it put on. So it certainly increases the versatility of the tractor quite a bit. So, and I can still hook, like I said, I have the holes, got the hole down below. I can still hook up the yard cart, little utility cart for the yard if I need it, and also be able to throw a hitch ball on there, and tow an actual regular utility trailer around if I need to. So, make it a lot easier to move a utility trailer around the yard. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun. Like I said, this is just a quick one. Fun little project I had came up with, and certainly was a fairly easy installation with some basic hand tools. A couple of sockets, 9/16 socket, half-inch socket, half-inch wrench, 9/16 wrench, 15/16 socket, and 15/16 wrench. So very few hand tools necessary, and it was a quick installation. So hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I really did. This was a fun little project. I really enjoyed it. And if you're enjoying the content, you know, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, hit that like button, and that by all means leave a comment, something different you would have done, or you know, have you put one of these on your tractor, your rider, your mower for your yard? Make sure you leave some comments down there. Let me know. I promise you I read and respond to every one of them. So by all means, make sure you do. And if you like the content, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. That would help me. And you know, those YouTube analytics, they love the like and subscribe, and they like those buttons. So those help out. And as always, appreciate you tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And you know, those likes and subscribing, those comments, I enjoy those more than you'll ever know. So stay tuned for the next one. I know I promised, I've been promising I've been going to get back on this Trans Am, and I promise you I am. So that is, believe it or not, next on the list. So going to get the Trans Am fixed. Truck's in the shop, so now I really need to get this Trans Am fixed so I can drive it. So that's next on the list, so stay tuned for that one. And I got another video coming up. Just had a bunch of several golf carts dropped in my lap that don't belong to me. They're for the lot, as well as a 4-seater UTV, Kawasaki UTV. So going to be getting going on those as soon as the Trans Am's finished. So stick around for those videos, and like I said, make sure you hit that bell, that notification bell as well, to get notified when I've got new videos coming out. Haven't been quite as getting them out as often as I was, but just life's been getting in the way. Not gonna lie. So, but thought I'd share this one with you real quick, and hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. Appreciate y'all watching. Be careful, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.